I believe we need to have a tax policy so we can grow Nebraska. I believe in every young person. 9 out of 10 of our kids in high schools today, guess where they want to live and raise their families? Here in Nebraska. Well, we have to create the environment for them to be able to do that. Right now, the American dream, right, is to own your own home. Right now, most of our young people can't afford to buy a home until they're 40 years of age because our property taxes are so high. We have 85% of Nebraskans that have worked here their whole life, raised their families, they've paid for their home, and now they're in retirement, and property taxes are going up so high that they're looking at their loved ones and say, you know, I don't know if we can afford to stay in the house we paid for. That's crazy. And any state, our neighbors to the north, South Dakota, zero income tax, we're going to be at 399. It's still not in the game, but it's progress from where we were. Mm-hmm. And then property tax. They have property tax where we want to get to. Mm-hmm. How do they run government? They have a broad-based sales tax. So we used to have that in 1968. We've had sales tax exemptions. I'm going to give every senator over the last 50 years that has voted for him the benefit of the doubt that they believe they were cutting taxes. But in business, if we decrease revenue, to stay in business, we have to decrease expense. Mm-hmm. So I can't find, nobody's been able to show me where there's been any decrease in spending in government, mm-hmm. in all those sales tax exemptions. So what's happened is it's a tax shift. It's been a tax shift to property tax. We have to fix that. And the solution to it is decrease spending, and we need to do a broad-based sales tax so all of us pay on and control our destiny.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting point. Just in looking at some of the senator's policies, Senator Brandt had introduced some legislation about, those things that have been exempt, maybe bringing a tax back for that, but it didn't seem to get, the popularity or the backing to do something with that. So you would support, like shifting more towards that so then we can have relief on property taxes?
I've been crystal clear.
Okay.
We have to broaden the sales tax base, and we have to decrease spending, not only at the state level. We have to put more caps on the local spending. We have 93 counties. Mm-hmm. We're too Nebraska nice. We have to start saying no to neighbors. We got to quit spending money, and we have to be able to compete with our neighbors to grow. So the solution's really, really simple. We've done it for community colleges in our first session, mm-hmm. where the state pays for the community colleges' operations. No longer. We saved over $350 million of property taxes. No longer are the community colleges boards, taxing authorities are focused on running the colleges. The state funds it, and that's our plan for K-12 education as well. Not run education, our school boards run it, the state funds it. Mm-hmm. And how we pay for that, we've got to raise $1.25 billion of broad-based sales tax, and then have that dollar for dollar property tax relief.